Chris Stirewalt is our Fox News digital politics editor. He's with me now. Chris, good to see you. Is it possible this is an attempt to change the subject?
Well, look, I don't think, based on what we heard from the president this week, and we'll see tomorrow as he has more time to come to grips with what happened, I don't know that the president is even cognizant of what happened to him. I think he may not be aware of how sucky his life is going to be as president for the next 2 years, as he has to go and deal with people like Senator Sessions and others to try to get budgets passed, to deal with Republicans to try to get nominees passed. I think it has not occurred to him the magnitude of this. And in that space, yes, I assume that it is possible that the president is still going to return to his original break the fever within the Republican Party approach that he began with. I assume that he'll try to end with that, and what that always calls for is to antagonize the far right in the Republican Party in a desire to break the party. Maybe he goes back there, but that just seems so crazy.
Wait. So you're suggesting he's trying to splinter the Republicans, right? So this isn't a distraction from the losses. You're saying he may not be fully cognizant of what happened. But this is an attempt really just to divide and conquer Republicans who he knows don't see eye to eye, the party, on the immigration reform issue.
Well, that's been if there's been one overarching political interest of this president, it has been to break the Republican Party. And they've talked about it explicitly. They say break the fever.
It's not that broken. I mean, based on what we saw Tuesday night, that strategy may have once been working, but it isn't now.
But what were all the people who didn't vote saying, Megan? What were the unheard voices saying? That's what the president cares about. And his point is essentially that the Republicans are unworthy of this process, and that they are, and this is what they said after the 2012 election, was that these are unworthy opponents. So by baiting them or pushing them. But let me tell you something. John Boehner was not threatening impeachment. And he's not going to let that happen.
Does he know better?
Yes, of course he knows better. And also you need 67 votes in the Senate to convict, and the Republicans are very far short of that.
Right.
And the answer is this. There have been 2 presidents impeached. History, we look back and we say, did they have to impeach Andrew Johnson? Did they have to impeach Bill Clinton? The only time that you impeach a president or would impeach a president is if you absolutely have to.
Right.
Could the president do something?
I want to ask you about what Senator Sessions was saying, because he basically said, look, it's not that the Senate Budget Committee, which he's going to head up, can do it alone, but the Senate can do it in cooperation with the House, can take away the funding of those little cards that they would give those to whom the president means to grant some sort of accommodation. I mean, now, if that's true, if the Republicans do that, because that is within their bailiwick, what will happen? He makes it sound like that really will shut down the president's plan.
Well, that is the aforementioned suckiness that will be the president's next 2 years, is that he will have to go through each time and deal with that. He will have to make concessions, because Harry Reid was his greatest enabler and greatest protector. He allowed the president to not have to govern and not have to deal with these kinds of issues. As a result of this, yes, the simplest way I can put it, we are getting ready to find out exactly what Barack Obama, President of the United States, what is his character? Is he going to go rage end? Is he going to try to punish Republicans and punish people who did not do the right thing? Or is he going to check out, go play some golf? Is he going to engage? Some combination of these things? We don't know. But again, I don't think he really understood what happened to him this week, and it's going to take time for it to soak in.
Chris, good to see you.
You bet.